So let's start with the theories of entrepreneurship. So, what entrepreneurship is, we have already discussed. We will be covering theories, concept of entrepreneurship, theories of entrepreneurship, and further the detail of the theories. So, what the theory is? Theory is some kind of experimental or some type of scientific method which is used to test something or to confirm something. So that is known as a theory. So a well sustained explanation acquired through the scientific method and repeatedly testing and confirmed through the observation and the experiment. So that is known as a theory. What theory comes when some experiments are done regularly, when some observations are done, when some testing has been done, and that has been confirmed with the end result, that becomes a theory which can be used, which can be implemented further in the coming time. Now, what entrepreneurs says? Entrepreneurs is the act of being an entrepreneur. What entrepreneur is to start a new business. Fine. You are starting up with the new innovation. You are starting up with the new business, as we have already discussed. So, starting a new business, which will be going to gain the profit out of it, which will be profit earning business, that is known as an entrepreneur. Entrepreneurship. So entrepreneurship is defined as an act of being an entrepreneur. That is, an entrepreneur is one who undertakes innovation, finance, and business activities in an effort to transform the innovations into the economic goods and services. So some goods are being there, they are being sold out, and the services are being given. Some products are being sold out, and we are getting the economic benefit out of it. We are getting the finance out of it. So that is known as the entrepreneur. Further, discussing about the theories of entrepreneurship, we have various theories: the economic theory, sociological theory, entrepreneurship innovation theory, psychological theory, theory of achievement, motivation, achievement theory. Next is Kakenda experiment, status withdrawal theory, the theory of social change, and the theory of social behavior. Theory of leadership, theory of model personality, and the theory of systematic innovation. So first is the economic theory. Now, economic theory is basically dealing with the incentive part, the economic part, the financial assets which we are going to get out of it. Right? So entrepreneurship and the economic growth take place when the economic conditions are favorable, when the economic conditions are in a good way. And find good financial condition is there, good profit earning is there, good money is there. So that is a favorable condition. You are going to get the profit out of it. Economic incentives are the main motivators. So economic incentives are being motivated, are the main motivators, because economic, the finance, the money, it keeps on motivating a person to earn something. Economic incentives include the taxation policy, industrial policy, sources of finance and raw material, and infrastructure available. So, in an experimental economic theory, there was an illustration given by a person. He illustrated a farmer as an entrepreneur who pays out a contractual income to the landlord and the laborers, which are certain, while he sell the crops to at a price which is uncertain. Entrepreneurs as a risk taker. So entrepreneurs are always as a risk taker. Why economic theory consider this? Because let's take an example. Now I am a person, I am a farmer. I have to pay the rent also. Fine. I have to pay to the landlord the rent. I have to pay to the laborer also. I have to pay to the landlord, that is मैं ठेका देना उन्होंने, ठीक है. So I have the fixed amount which is being paid to everyone, but that is all certain, that is all fixed. But it is not fixed that how much amount my crop will be sold upon, or for how much price my crops will be sold upon. So that is uncertain. मेरे जो मेरी जो है जो क्रॉप्स हैं, जो मेरी सीड्स हैं, जो मेरे वीट है, राइस है, वॉट एवर द थिंग इज. सो इफ आई एम गोइंग टू sell them in the market, I am unaware of what will be the price. When the price is not aware, but the money which I have to give to someone, means the rent, means the lease amount, means the labor amount, that is all fixed. So that is known as the risk taker. सो दैट इज अ रिस्क ओवर देयर. हो सकता है मेरा जो खर्चा है वो 50,000 ਬਣਿਆ ਹੋਇਆ ਹੋਵੇ ਪਰ ਮੇਰੇ crops ਜੋ ਹੈ ਉਹ ਸਿਰਫ 40,000 ਤੇ ਜਾਣ, so 10,000 I need to put from my own pocket, so there is a risk of 10,000 every time. So that is what is defined in an economic theory. Next is a critical evaluation. According to William J., the economic theory has failed to provide a satisfactory analysis of either the role of the entrepreneurship or its supply. Traditional model treats the entrepreneurial functions like a managerial functions. So they are treating it as a managerial functions. But in the critical evaluation, it was evaluated that the things are not going into a satisfactory level. So that's why there was a drawback on the economic theory. So clear with the two theories, economic and the critical one?
Yes, ma'am.
Next is the sociological theory of entrepreneurship. Sociological theory basically consider the social culture, society as well as the culture. Both the things they are being discussed over here. Now, what will come in the social and the culture part? That would be the beliefs, the values, the customers, the customs, the religious beliefs, fine. So religious, different religious customs, religious traditions which we are following. So all those things would come into the social theory of entrepreneurship. So entrepreneurship is like to get a boost in a particular social culture. The entrepreneurial behavior of an individual in a society is influenced by society's value, religious beliefs, customs, taboos, etc. The entrepreneur may merely perform a role as per as the expectations of the society. So the people who are working as an entrepreneur, they very deeply believe in all those beliefs, all those cultural beliefs of their religion, of their culture, of their society. Like every time when when the entrepreneur, the shopkeepers or the storekeepers or the factory owners, whenever they go to their factory or their place of work, work, they just worship the god first. They do the puja, they do part, they do havans kind of thing. So they are more into all those kind of customs and beliefs because they are correlating the things with the social culture. So what society is expecting, what social culture is expecting, what religion is expecting, so they are going with all those things. As per Jane Beppett says, an aristocratic industrialist entrepreneur combines land of one labor to of the another and the capital of yet another to produce a product. By selling a product, he pays interest on the capital, rent on land, and wages to the laborers and what remains in the profit. First time, the distinction between the capitalist as the financer and the entrepreneur as the organizer. So, he says that he has combined all those things into one part, that is the capital, and from the capital he is paying the different amounts like the rent, like the wages to the laborers, and whatever is left in the capital, that becomes the profit. So that is how the things are becoming. Now they are organizing the things. So entrepreneur is the one who is organizing the things in a proper way. Next, entrepreneurial innovation theory. Theory was promoted by Joseph. Entrepreneurship is an innovation. In this theory, he ignores earlier two abilities which were till then considered the key for an entrepreneur: organizing ability and risk taking ability. So in innovation theory, they basically says that the entrepreneurship is an innovation and every entrepreneur has the two ability, that is organizing ability. He is organizing the activities, starting up the business, how to grow the business, how to get the profit out of it, how to manage the labor. So all those things come into the organizing ability. And the second one is the risk taking ability, that yes, they are spending the money, they are gaining out of it, and they are taking the risk also. So risk taking ability is the maximum in entrepreneurs who are running the businesses. According to Joseph, 20th century Austrian economist, an entrepreneur is a person who is willing and able to convert a new idea or invention into a successful innovation. So an idea which is converted into an innovation, that becomes an entrepreneur. Entrepreneurship results in two new industries, even though it intently combine the existing inputs in a new way. So when the things are happening in a new way, when the things are happening in an innovation kind of things, so that becomes a new industry. So existing inputs are put in a new way over there. Joseph examples of the innovation was the combination of a steam engine with the wagon cart to produce the horseless carriages. So what he wanted to invent was, his invention was putting a steam engine with the cart, fine. So as the horse used to have a cart, so they removed the horse, the physical activity of the horse was removed, and he tried to put the steam engine at the cart and make it as a horseless carriage. In this, sorry, in this case of the innovation, the car was transformationally, but it did not require the development of the new technology because the things were already there, but they combined the two things. Merely the application of the existing technology in a novel manner was the entrepreneur. So they have used the technology into a different way, and they prepare an entrepreneurial thing. So that would be sold out in the market. So that was a new entrepreneurial thing which was happening. Any doubt till now?
No, ma'am.
Entrepreneurs and innovations. The entrepreneur innovates when introducing a new product. Example: Virgin Galactics. Introduction of the new production method like the line production system in the food by the McDonald's. Opening up a new market, that there is the blue ocean strategy. Now, an entrepreneurial innovation would consist of making some new product out of it. Fine, like the smartphones. Earlier there were the button phone, then came the smartphones. Now the smartphones further have the different options also. Fine, like smartphones are foldable also. The camera is coming out, so all those things are into the new innovations. Now earlier the phone was having only one camera, now three lens cameras are there. So these are the new innovations over there. Now the new production system is in one smartphone. You have the different variations, you have different features. So that is going with the different lines of production over there. Opening up a new market, then opening entirely a new market. So button phones were different, smartphones are different. Now out of these smartphones you have iPads, fine, you have the notebooks. So that is a different category which is starting off. So that is a new market which is open for the customers. So that is into the innovation thing. The innovators, they are innovating the things time and again with the new product, new production line, and with the new market. Finding the new source of the raw material supply. Example: moving from the coal to the petroleum to the nuclear energy sources. So earlier the coal was used, then petroleum, now the nuclear energies are being used. Introducing a new organization in any industry. So when a new organization is started in any of the industry, that would be another entrepreneur. The critical evaluation, which was earlier done. Distinction between the innovator and the inventor. Entrepreneurial economic development, then development require the basic change, the entrepreneur do the change. Now these things are happening over there. Entrepreneur are leading to the economic development. With the innovation theory, we have been able to differentiate between what are the innovators and what are the inventors who invent something new. Innovators who come up with the new idea so that the new thing can happen. Fine. Now there is a difference between two. Putting a steam engine at the cart with the cart and making a horseless, that was an inventor who invents something. Innovator is, he innovated the thing. Inventor is who is making something new out of it. Entirely new thing which is coming. Right? After button phones, the smartphones are coming, that are the inventors. Now in the smartphone, you have different variations. Fine, 5,000 phones, 6,000 phones, 7,000 phones. That would come into the innovator kind of thing. Now limitations. The innovative functions required ignored risk taking, organizing the aspect. More vigorous type of the enterprises exclude individual operating established business, assuming the entrepreneurs as the large scale businessman. So they have the different kind of entrepreneur activities, and they have the different kind of limitations over there, which leads to the back end part. Next are the psychological theory of entrepreneurial. Entrepreneurship gets the boost when the society has sufficient supply of the individuals with the necessary psychological character. So everyone have something new to do. Everyone have something new thing to happen over there. So that is into the psychological theory. Everyone have a different psychology to do with the things. Now this psychology says why everyone has a different psychology, because everyone have a different needs to be achieved. So first is the need for achievement. Second, a vision for foresight, ability to face oppositions. So these are the different characteristics which are included in the psychological theory. Their characteristics are formed during the individual upbringing, when the individual is upbringing, when the individual is growing, means from the childhood to adult, adult to young, childhood to younger, younger to adult, adult to the old age. So different person has a different upbringing, and this in this upbringing they have different characteristics. By high standard of excellence, so the excellence level is high. So psychologically we will say that a person has in a different age group have a different way of thinking and different characteristics. So as per this, the needs are changing, the vision is changing, the ability to face some opportunity, that is also changing. You being a child in your childhood stage, you are having fear of many things. Once you grow up, you will say no, it's nothing, fine. Some kids, they have a fear while sleeping at night, at dark night. Then once you grow up, then you go away, you get out of that fear, fine. Then you are adult, then you have some other kind of fears, like parents have the fear कि बच्चा पढ़ रहा है कि नहीं पढ़ रहा, बच्चा कहीं गलत रास्ते पे मत चला जाए. So all those kind of things, they are into the fear at different stages. But how you face those opportunities, how you face those things, that comes into your psychological way of thinking. Now, psychological theory says basically work upon two things: the self-reliance and low father dominance. Now, self-reliance is you need to have confidence among yourself. Next is the theory of achievement, motivation. David McClellan identified the need of achievement, need of affiliation, and need of power. As the basis of entrepreneurial personality, he emphasized the importance of achievement motivation, through which the entrepreneurial fulfill the economic and the social development. The need for achievement was found highest among the entrepreneurs through an experiment. Now let's study first this. Basically, David McClellan, he explained that there are three types of needs: the needs for achievement, needs of affiliation, and need of power. Now, what is need of achievement? I want to achieve this post. I want to achieve this position. I want to be a CEO. I want to be a manager. I want that once I complete up my 30s, I must have 1 crore of saving with me. Fine. I want to achieve, I want to have this much land with me. I want to have a position in this organization, and I want to achieve this position in that organization. So that is the need of achievement. My achievement, what I want to achieve. Like I will say, I want to do my doctorate in next year. I want to complete my doctorate in next year. So that is my achievement. I want to achieve that thing. मैं उसको पाना चाहती हूँ, right? Next is the need of affiliation. Once you are in a social society, everyone have the need of affiliation. Need of affiliation means love, sympathy, fine, concern. So you want to have, once you come into your college, it does, can you live individually over there as a single person? No, you can't. You need to have a friend circle, you need to have your classmates over there. You need that the teacher should talk to you, fine. Teacher should listen to you. At your place, your parents should listen to you. In the society, when you are going out to play, when you are going out to roam somewhere, so society is there to concern you. So that is known as the need of affiliation, because an individual cannot exist and on individual basis. Next is the need of power. I must have the power. I can handle out the things. I can manage the things on my own. The power is there. Right? Now, power doesn't mean you have a political power. No, not that. It's a basically thing of you are having the power to control up the things. So that is the need of power. Now, these things help in the achievement theory. What achievement theory is? Achievement is the main motivator to do something, to fulfill something. And entrepreneurs can achieve the things. Entrepreneurs are doing the best because of the achievement theory only. Now, what achievement theory is? Because they have the urge to do something, to start a new business, to expand their business. So that is the achievement part. Now, these things are fulfilled by two things. One is the economic and the another is the social development. Now, yes, that we have already done, that the need of the achievement that is highest among the entrepreneurs. Now, that has been explained with an experiment, Kakanda experiment, conducted by the McLean in America, Mexico and India. Young adults were selected and put through a 3 months training and include the achievement motivation. In this course content, trainers asked to control their thinking and be positive. So people, the young people, they were put into the 3 month training program. In this training program, they were being asked to think in a positive way only. Trainees imagine themselves in the need of challenges and success and to set an achievable goal. So they were being informed, the trainees were being informed that you need to have a need of challenge. You need to think positively and you need to challenge yourself so that you succeed. And the set of achievement goals were imitate their role model. Now, who will be their immediate role model, to whom they will see and whom they will work upon? Positive impact on performance. Traditional beliefs do not inhabit. McLean and identified two characteristics of entrepreneur. So with this, he basically come up with the two characteristics of entrepreneur, that is doing the things in a new and a better way, decision making under uncertainty. Stressed that the people with the high achievement orientation need to succeed are more likely to become an entrepreneur. So the person who are able to take the achievement, high achievement, who want to go for the high achievement are likely to become more entrepreneur. Now, this is very much clear from the whole of the entrepreneurial things, that the person who have the ability to take the high risk and who have the ability, who have the thinking that I want to achieve something, they are more likely to become a great entrepreneurs. क्योंकि उनमें रिस्क टेकिंग की कैपेबिलिटी होती है, वो मोटिवेटेड होते हैं कि मैंने ये वाली पोजीशन अचीव करनी ही करनी है, उनके अंदर ये इनर फीलिंग होती है कि यस आई वांट टू अचीव दैट थिंग. So that they are becoming the entrepreneurs over there. People are not influenced by the money or the external incentives. The profit are only a measure of the success and competency. So that is only into the competency part. Next, status withdrawal theory. It has been delivered by E. Hagen. This theory provides that a class with the lots which lost its previous prestige or a minority groups tend to show aggressive entrepreneurial drive. So who have already failed earlier, now they would come into the new aggressive entrepreneurial drive. If a group feel that their values and the status are not respected by the society, they turns to innovation to get respect in the society. So once when the things are not working in a proper way, once the things have not been liked by the people, the products are not liked by the people, fine, in the society, so they come up with the new innovation so that the people can love it again, the people can give the same respect in the society again. Entrepreneurship is a function of the status withdrawal. So that is, entrepreneurship is a function of the status withdrawal. When the things are not going in a proper way, it withdraws and come up with the new invention over there. It happened with many cars, fine, in automobile sector, in cell phone sector. So there are many things which happened over there. Once a product is not being sold in the market, it has not been liked by the people in the market, so it withdraws and come after some time with the new innovation, with the new features included into it. So that is into the innovation kind of thing. 4 events which can produce the status withdrawal are displacement of a traditional allied group by the physical forces, denigration of the value symbols due to the change in the attitude of the superior class, inconsistency of the static symbol due to the change in the economic part, non-acceptance of expected status on immigration to a new society. So immigrating from the old society to new society, what are the static symbols in which the change can happen? Fine, then the changes which can happen in the attitude of the superior class. So these all things are coming into the status withdrawal. So traditional to the new part, it is also into the withdrawal theory. So it is going to innovate with the things. The things which were earlier happened, they are being changed, innovated, and relaunched over there. Entrepreneurs as a creative people shooter, creative problem shooter, hanged, visualize, and innovation personality. Basically, he delivered four things: ritualistic, then ritualistic, reformistic, and the innovators. So the people who are reinventing the things, the people who are reforming the things. So that thing would come into the innovator part and the ritualistic part. Then the innovation requires the creativity, and such creativity include the cause economic growth. Theory of social change would has been given by the Max Weber, that works upon the ethical value system. Now this basically work for the rational theory, acquisition of money, rational use of the money for productivity, and multiplication of the money. So how the money is being multiplicated, how the money is being used, acquired, and how it is working for the ethic part. Spirit of the capitalism, how the things are happening in a proper way, how an entrepreneurial culture is being used, how the money is being acquired and being used time and again. So that's with the social change. Any doubt till now?
Ma'am.
So these were the theories which were basically working for the entrepreneurial motivation, right? So